Hey there, everybody. So I know it's been a bit since I posted, but just want to show you what I've been up to, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. So as you can see here in the garage, I no longer have my engine or Suburban. I was LS swapping. I ended up selling that, and I've gotten really into 90s Polaris. I've always been into them. If you look back on my YouTube channel, I've had a couple of these, 3 or 4 of them. I just love the wedge chassis and stuff like that, and I've recently come across a whole bunch of triples, which I love. I've for the past 3 or 4 years, I've been wanting a triple Polaris, and I just came across all of these in the past less than a month. And it's a pretty cool story on these two right here. These are both RXL, 95 RXLs, and they're really low miles too. They're not bad. This one has 1,300, not bad, but yeah, it's a 25-year-old sled nowadays. Seat's not the greatest. Track's pretty good. This one is an extra 12 suspension setup, which is pretty sweet. Here, I'll just pop the hood on this one. It's aged. New battery, decent looking plugs, not painted, hasn't been torn apart, I don't think. Has a home built can, straight pipe can thing. With the EFIs here, you have to run the stock Y pipe and back pressure pipe there. It's just how these the computers run. They're only programmed to run a certain thing. So if you do pipe straight out, you're gonna have some problems running that. But I'm honestly not a big fan of the EFIs. I was more looking for one of those, which I picked that up first. And then here's another 95 RXL. This one's a bit more on the rough side. It has this really sweet custom paint job. It has a name too. It's called Vital Signs. This one has just over 3K on it. Again, not terrible. I've had sleds with 4,000 miles on them before. Bit more dirty. Has it's seen its fair share of use. It's fine. Then this one here is a 97 XC600 with the XLT motor in it. And I do not have a, let me just make sure these high faxes are out of the way here. This one does not have a cable on the hood. Damn. So I can't just let this one go, but I repainted this hood cowling here. It used to be this color, and then I painted it, got a new graphics kit. And I'm currently in the process of putting a new throttle cable in, and of course the heater wants to come on right now. But I did a head gasket on it because it was it ran before, but it was leaking a little bit of coolant. I wasn't too concerned about it. I don't think it overheated. But did a head gasket. That was super simple. And now I'm just rebuilding the carbs. Well, I finished rebuilding the carbs, but an online shop sent me the wrong throttle cable. Let me go show you the deal with that. So essentially, I overpaid on this sled. I paid $1,200 for this thing. That's just the market value of a machine nowadays here in Alaska. It has just over 3K, but I just did a head gasket. It'll go another 3K. And these XLT motors will go for 10,000. No problem if you take care of them. So I got 2 different throttle cables over here. Of course, that thing just wants to go on. But essentially, this is the middle cylinders throttle cable, and it had been home fixed a couple times, and it just wasn't happy. It just didn't want to run, so I got a new one, but the threads here are too short. Essentially what I'm saying is, where's an end I can show you? Right here. Basically this threaded rod right there was not long enough, along with this cable at full length was not long enough. And so when you'd adjust the carburetors, the carb, the barrel would be one of these was halfway up. Basically it was at half throttle, as low as you could get that thing. So I got a new cable ordered. Hopefully it'll work out for me. But yeah, I ended up breaking the cable on this one. Or not the cable, but the handle on this one. It was really cold. It was like -12, and I was yanking on this thing to get it off the trailer last night, and broke the handle off of it. But on Amazon, I got 2 aluminum ones coming, so that will be pretty sweet. But you know what? Let's see if we can fire this one up. I think it'll be pretty cool if I can get this thing going. I hear the EFI priming up. I may have accidentally stopped the video there, but essentially this thing runs great. No problems with it. It's a super clean sled, other than the seat, of course, but it sounds so mean with that pipe on there. It's a really nice machine. So I traded a piece of artwork for these two things. I traded a Machinton's print, which is a Alaskan artist. They have some pretty valuable paintings, and a guy wanted them, and I got 2 for 1 because he was actually selling both of these separately, and I said, hey, would you be interested in trading, you know, this one right here, the more black and stock looking RXL, for a Machinton? He said, you know what, take both of them, I don't want them. So I'm looking to sell that one over there, just because I already have a really clean RXL, and I'm not going to do so much riding that I'm going to like need parts immediately. I'd like to have the 600 over there be like my daily, or just like the rip around sled, because it's a bit more, not rough, but this thing's so clean. I just want to like keep it kind of clean. It's kind of dumb to say, but I quite like how this one looks, and I don't really want to just like ditch bang this thing. But that one's also pretty clean now that I've kind of restored it. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been working on old indies, and just kind of doing it. So yeah, thanks for checking me out again if you're still an original subscriber from like 5 years ago, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.